how long should an MVP build take? So the short answer is, of course, it depends. It really depends on the scope of what it is you're trying to build. So are you trying to build an iOS app, an Android app, a web app, any other marketplace apps, a Chrome extension, a Shopify app? It really depends on the scope. The short answer, though, the longer answer that I like to provide to clients is 3 to 4 months for a team of 1 to 3. And so that really provides constraints, both time and cost, around building your version 1. So it forces you to make sometimes difficult decisions around what to build, and that's for the sake of getting the product out there and gathering feedback around how close you are to hitting the mark with customers around the solution to solve their pain. There's a phrase in software development, which is no product survives first contact with the customers. Customers will use your product in ways that you can't even imagine, don't really expect, breaks it in ways that are surprising. And so what you want to do is not build for a year and wait. What you want to do is get the product out there sooner rather than later, even after you've done validation. You're effectively making, you're a sausage maker who's making sausage, and you have some ideas based on real customer conversations about what kind of sausage customers want, and you want to produce it and get it out there and see how it's received. So, there are situations where you may want to break those rules. I would not recommend breaking them without conversations with people who build software for a living. For example, I did an MVP build for a client who needed a web app, an iOS app, and an Android app, and they were just fundamental to the experience of his customers. He was also a very experienced, he had deep domain expertise in the industry that he was building in, and had lived the problem for 2 decades. And was now going out to solve the problem. So he really had conviction and validation that what he was building would effectively solve the problem that he had experienced and that many, many other people had experienced in his domain. I will, when I work with clients, try and talk people out of building too much, of overbuilding. I will really try and get them to make the decision to scope down the big MVP in their head or the big product in their head, the 5-year vision, down to the 3 to 4 month version before working with them to build it. So we'll talk about how to scope and what goes in that V1, that MVP, in another video.